It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Houston Rockets. The Rockets come into this one after the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. And Al Jefferson, an offensive presence when he's on the floor, heading into the back end of his career now, but still putting up good numbers. Kenny, just what does he bring to the table as a player?
Well, he's a guy that you have to double in the low block. You know, if you play him one-on-one, he's tough to deal with. So he draws lots of attention. He gets up, he gets fouled, he can shoot free throws. He is a load in the box.
You know, he's older now, doesn't command the same amount of touches as he did when he was younger. The Big Al always puts that work in on offense. That's why I nicknamed him Baby Fundamentals.
Baby Fundamentals.
Sort of like Tim Duncan, but it's Baby Fundamentals.
And that does it for us for now. We'll see you later.
A look from above the skyline of the city of Indianapolis, Indiana, where we'll be bringing you today's action. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Indiana Pacers will be looking to make a statement. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at one apiece.
And you have to think that they'll know just how much is at stake in these meetings.
And before the action gets going here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David, what's the news?
Well, Kevin, he said defensively their main priority is going to be preventing points in the paint. He told me we can't let them get comfortable inside. That's what'll hurt us. He wants them playing a very physical brand of D down low. We'll see if they got the message. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense, but last year there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. Clint Capella is out there with Anderson. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Now here's Turner. Indiana moving it around. 6 to shoot. Turner with the screen. Teague. Rockets with the rebound. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
Indiana on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Outside Teague. Over in the corner, Turner. Back to Teague. And here's Miles outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Feeds it to Beverly. Terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Turner. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
And it's Beverly missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Young. The rebound by Anderson.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Beverly with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it. You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
That one goes in. Ariza's got his first 2 points.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think it's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
And at 6'7", 6'8", Thaddeus Young, definitely more a small ball power forward, but that seems to be the way the league is going these days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed slasher, and is capable of putting big numbers on the board when he gets it going.
Now here's Teague. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Back to Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Harden. The kick out to Anderson. Sinks the triple. Anderson's got 5.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Teague kicks to Miles. Turner passes to Teague. Harden left side. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Thaddeus Young. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Good on both.
And, you know, for the Pacers, an interesting history. They've assembled 2 elite squads that both kind of self-destructed in 2004 and 2014. This franchise hoping they can finally build a roster to break through and win it all.
Now here's Harden, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. Harden dishes to Capella. Clock at 6. Now Miles. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. And those great teams of the Pacers past, Malice in the Palace, derailing them in 2004, that brawl leading to suspensions and distractions.
And then a decade later, guys, a team that secured the #1 seed in the East stumbled down the stretch amidst finger-pointing and accusations. The Pacers dismantling that core and restarting with a new identity. We'll see if they can get back into that title contender conversation once again. Well, he's an intriguing player, Thaddeus Young. I mean, you look at his frame and his game. I mean, he seems like he'd be a small forward, but he's played at the power forward position for years now, and I think that's in part due to the way the game is played now in the NBA with stretch fours and spacing the floor. Thaddeus Young fits into that kind of game quite well.
He certainly can score at the power forward. Young has ability to space the floor and attack off the bounce. He's pretty special at that position.
Yeah, he really is. You know, he came into the league only after a year in college and has grown into a reliable scorer as a slasher and small ball four-man. So he's found and carved out a nice niche for himself.
Here's Turner. James Harden picking up that last basket. And here's George for three. Rebounded by Capella. Houston leading by 7. Beverly the pass to Harden. Back to Beverly. There's the triple. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. The Pacers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. The three from George. It's good from long range.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional, catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Harden kicks to Capella. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative.
Timeout.
He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Trevor Ariza fourth.
You know, he's been reliably getting takeaways all season long. And those kinds of plays that he makes change the course of a ball game.
Pacers trail by 7. And thinking about ways to stop Harden, part of the problem is that he's really built like no other player out there.
Physically, he's got that barrel of a body, the long arms, and just enough quickness to blow by you. He's elusive, yet always looking for contact, which is why he lives at the free throw line.
George. Here's Turner. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's George following the score by Houston. Shakes him. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Rockets leading by 7. Ariza dishes to Beverly. In the corner, Harden. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Indiana. Young left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 6.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Pass to Harrell. Back to Harden. Over to the left wing. Ariza kicks to Harden. The shot. Another miss by Harden. Pacers trail by 5. And here's Miles outside. The rebound by Harden.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Indiana making some changes. Jefferson comes in for Turner. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for C.J. Miles. Houston also making some changes. Nene comes in for Clint Capella. And Gordon subbed in for Trevor Ariza. So it's the Rockets now. Outside Gordon. Back to Harden. Fader on the way. Doesn't go that time. And Indiana will come the other way. Robinson kicks to Teague. Outside Jefferson. And Young now, top of the key. There's the pick. Launches it. It's hauled in by Gordon. Rockets leading by 5. Stolen by George. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And George really eats up opportunities to score inside because he's so creative in how many ways that he can score close to the basket.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Pacers.
And you see not a lot of corner threes. The defense doing a good job of closing out and denying those shorter distance triples. That's what the smart teams have to do.
And he makes the first.
And the Pacers, going smaller in their front court, and it hasn't really hurt them defensively. You look around the NBA, there just aren't that many power forwards who can hurt you on the block like in the old days.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. Ellis comes in for Jeff Teague. Sam Decker's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Nene. And for the Pacers, when they go small, they're able to cover more ground defensively.
Yeah, even when teams post them up, guys, they can harass them by trapping and digging down from the wing. So that activity and length defensively is what they use. Nowadays, it's not just about spreading the floor offensively, but also being able to cover ground defensively. And that quickness of this team serves them well.
Here's Jefferson. James Harden picking up that last basket. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Hits it from three-point range. Ellis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Gordon kicks to Nene. On the wing, Harden. A baseline J. And that one, good. Harden's got 8.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Ellis kicks to Jefferson. And he misses his first shot.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game. Ellis kicks to Young. A minute 42 left in the first. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. Gordon for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters. But if they even approximate that, watch out.
And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 12-3 run. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 12. Ellis kicks to Stuckey. He feeds it to Jefferson. It's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene. The Rockets making a switch here. Brewers checked in. On defense, the Rockets. Stuckey kicks to Ellis. Tries a 3. Decker with the rebound. Houston leading by 12. To the middle. It's tipped. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. And stolen by Gordon. From the baseline. The putback. Decker kicks to Brewer. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Ellis outside. Here's Jefferson. And, oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in.
You're playing against a team that is very scrappy. You know, they want to win as well. You got to come ready to play. You got to be ready for everything, and you got to be ready to claw to get this win tonight.
Ariza might as well be describing his own game. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Yeah, and he has been that kind of all-out guy going all the way back to his days at UCLA. When you combine that with his talent, he's a guy who, no matter where he's been, his teammates rave about him.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for him.
Young is out there with Ellis. And there's Miles Turner. Then it's Robinson. And it's Jefferson in at the center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now here's Jefferson. 9 points last game. Screened by Ellis. And Turner kicks to Ellis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Jefferson is now well known for his footwork, but he says he was a willing student when he first broke into the league. He said, when I got to Boston, I stole Paul Pierce's ball fake. In Minnesota, Tom Gugliotta used to kick my butt every day in practice with his turnaround jumper, so I stole that. Everyone I go against, if I like something they do, I steal it, put it in my own form. Kevin?
Imitation, the highest form of flattery. Thanks, D.A. The Pacers have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Jefferson. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Beverly the pass to Gordon. Beverly with a screen on Young. Gordon kicks to Nene. To the inside. Anderson dishes to Nene. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. Five to shoot. Over in the corner, Beverly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers trail by 16.
Miles Turner, the 11th overall pick last season out of the University of Texas, only spent 1 season in college. But this guy very well could be a perennial all-star. The Pacers think they've gotten a steal. He was a 19-year-old rookie who showed he already understands how to hold his own at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Ellis after Eric Gordon's miss. Jefferson down low, guarded by Nene. Jefferson's shot is off. Rockets leading by 14. Gordon kicks to Anderson. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Beverly. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Nene. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there.
Timeout.
Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
Well, they've outworked him in a lot of places. It's plain and simple, and that's applied more than just to the battle on the boards. It's been across the board.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Paul George, he's checked in for Robinson. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Ariza comes in for Brewer. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Young passes to Jefferson. Dishes it to Turner. Left side, George. Turner with a screen for George. Indiana again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Beverly. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
And some changes here for the Pacers. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Jefferson. And it's Teague in for Ellis. Good on the second free throw. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Beverly dishes to Anderson. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Teague against Gordon. Kicks it to Beverly. They set the pick. The 3-ball, hands it from downtown. Beverly's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Young kicks to Miles. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Yep, that one goes.
And you know what? When Paul George sees an open teammate, he doesn't hesitate. I mean, he quickly gets the ball out of his hands. It doesn't stick with him.
Beverly, the pass to Gordon. Back to Beverly. Capella trying to free himself up, and he lays it straight in. Beverly's got 8. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Jeff Teague.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Shot clock at 6. Here's George. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
Pacers trail by 20. And here's Young. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Not really his range, and it's off target.
And if he thinks that's within his range, then you know what? He's got a low basketball IQ.
Yeah, impossible to say what he was thinking there, Greg. I'm not even going to venture to guess.
Now here's Beverly. 8 points for him. Capella dishes to Beverly. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations.
And you like what they are doing from deep. The 3-point shot has been there, and they are taking full advantage. Having that threat from outside also playing a factor in how well they are able to cause the defense to shift, opening up the lane and their mid-range game as well.
That's good from Beverly.
Take a look at what Beverly's been doing. 9 points and 2 steals as well.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Young comes in for Turner. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Joseph Young. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
And here's Beverly after Paul George getting his 3 to go. The dish to Harden. From short range, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
Harden hits them both. Pacers trail by 20. And the Pacers call time here.
Start it.
Well, it's not just point guards that can pass the rock. Here are the assist leaders among shooting guards over the span of the last month. James Harden, number 1.
And with his skill as a distributor, he's probably just as comfortable at the point guard position as he is off the ball. They need him there at times in a pinch.
Boy, I really like an off guard who shares the ball as well as he does. I mean, that's an invaluable piece to their puzzle, and that's the kind of flexibility they get by having him on their roster.
And it's Miles missing.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Stuckey. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. They get the rebound. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Thaddeus Young, he's got a good, strong body. He's athletic. He's long, good timing. And, boy, he's got the motor you like to see and persisting after rebound.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
Now here's Beverly. 9 points in the game so far. Harrell kicks to Harden. Shoots. The shot will not fall. And Indiana will come the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Houston leading by 19 points. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside, George. Young left side. The stupendous finish in traffic. Young's got 11 points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Harden. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yeah, that's a great call by you, Greg. You're right on top of it. He's a player that knows exactly how to seek out that jugular.
Count that one.
I tell you, Thaddeus Young flowing and glowing, making it happen. Do it, young fella. Get busy.
Now here's Beverly. And there's the pass to Harrell. Rejected by Young. Stuckey against Harden. Good. Stuckey's got his first bucket in this one.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Harrell with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The 3 from Harden. The 3-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 18.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Pedal to the metal, Greg, is his style. He's got his foot on it, and he's not letting up.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. It's stolen by T. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And one great play leads to another with Teague. His fast hands and fast feet making things happen.
Harden against Stuckey. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. He was all alone on that one. He's got 18.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Miles the pass to Stuckey. High arcing shot. Rebound by Harrell.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Harden. But they'll get another chance. Offensive rebound. Harrell. Harden dishes to Beverly. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Harrell. And finally, that one's good. Harrell's got his first basket of the night.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now Teague. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's George. No good on the buzzer beater. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Rockets lead by 21. And we'll be back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joining in by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
James Harden scores in so many different ways, and I think we saw almost all of them in the first half. I don't know if anyone's more instinctual on the offensive end. His ability to draw contact and still drain shots is nothing short of incredible.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway. We'll see you after the game.
A flyover of downtown gives you a great perspective of our location as we welcome you back to Indianapolis. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Here's Beverly. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Ryan Anderson out there with Clint Capella. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Ariza. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And so here is Indiana, following the score by Houston. And it's George missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Teague. James Harden picking up that last basket. Left side, George. And Miles kicks to Teague. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
So a moment now to see the story on James Harden. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in assists, second in scoring, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And I think we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. I mean, he maximizes every possession and just shreds defenses.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Harden. The three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. Young hits the front of the rim and out.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
The Pacers making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Anderson the screen. Down low. Lets it go from 11. Here's Capella. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Monte Ellis checked in for Indiana. Rockets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Here's Teague. It's rebounded by Houston. Ariza's got 4 rebounds in this game. And you look at Jeff Teague, an all-star in 2015, but he's not in that superstar category yet. What does he need to do to get to that level?
It's not one thing. I mean, Teague is good, not great in a lot of areas, and I think he's solidified his place as a starting caliber point guard. I think with his athleticism, he could be an even better defender, which I think is an emphasis here with the Pacers.
For Houston, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. First free throw is good. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Young. And then for Houston, Gordon's checked in for Ariza. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And he makes both free throws. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. T kicks to Turner. The feed now to Jefferson. He dishes it to T. That doesn't go in either for T.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And Capella sends it back. And it's Houston on the break. Anderson wide open. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Feeds it to Ellis. Trying to get back on track. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Ellis. 6 points for Al Jefferson.
I think Ellis does a nice job passing the basketball from all angles on the court.
Harden the pass to Capella. Stolen by Ellis. In the corner, it's Robinson. Outside Jefferson. Ellis dishes to Teague. He kicks to Turner. Shoots from 14. Brewer with the rebound. Rockets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 14 points.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
T kicks to Jefferson. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
And Indiana making a change here. Young's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Nene's checked in. Both free throws good from Turner. Here is Harden. 22 points for him. Outside Gordon. Nene kicks to Brewer. Anderson with the screen for Brewer. Pass to Gordon. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot.
Good.
One free throw coming his way.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
That free throw good from Gordon.
Gordon playing very well. He has 14 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
The shot by Turner, no good. Here's Houston now. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And again, Eric Gordon. He's got 16.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Jefferson. He has 6. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Gordon's got his 3rd rebound tonight. In the corner, Harden. And the shot's good from Nene. Nene's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Nene against Jefferson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. And we take a look here at the shot chart.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Down low. And Nene gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Harden's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ellis. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And for Houston, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Outside Gordon. Here's Harden on the wing. Little turnaround. Houston gets it back. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Pacers 4th.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
A free throw good from Eric Gordon. No good on the 2nd free throw. The Pacers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's foul number 2 for him. Decker's checked in for the Rockets. The Rockets shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Harden kicks to Nene. Back to Harden. From deep. That shot misses. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Here's Decker. Right through the D for the layup. Decker's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Out to Turner. He feeds it to Ellis. Turner passes to Young. Dishes it to Jefferson. Fires from 14. Decker with the rebound. Decker's got his third rebound tonight. Outside Gordon. Kicks to Decker. The dish to Harden. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 25 points.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Young dishes to Turner. Stolen by Decker. Gordon with it. Picked up by Ellis. It's Harden with the drive. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
I'll say, that's when you expect the defense to be tightening up, not backing off or backing up.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Brewer. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Gordon outside. Pacers with the rebound. Now here's Ellis. 7 points in the game. Screen by Jefferson. And Turner kicks to Young. Back to Turner. Decker with the rebound. Decker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Three-pointer. Robinson pulls it in. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Young outside. And there's the pass to Jefferson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Some changes for Indiana. Young's checked in for Turner. Paul George comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Young. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Harrell, he's checked in for Corey Brewer.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Stolen by Harden. Outside Gordon. In the corner, Harden. Harrell the pass to Nene. Harrell dishes to Harden. That one good for 2. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Screen by Ellis. Stuckey kicks to George. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. George has got 16 points.
George is outstanding in his decision-making off picks. He knows when to shoot and when to pass.
And the basket by Harden.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Young. James Harden picking up that last basket. Offensive rebound. Stuckey. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, you've got to be aware of how tricky Stuckey is at drawing shooting fouls now. He's very good at getting his shoulders into defenders to draw fouls.
And Rodney Stuckey, an instant offensive player, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington University.
Yeah, he's best at getting into the paint. A bit of an inconsistent outside shooter, but man, he's strong, he's tough, he's smart, and really is able to score the ball because of his ability to go off the dribble and play through contact.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Rockets. Patrick Beverly comes in for James Harden. And so Stuckey nails both of them.
And Stuckey is a guy who does a bit of a small version of stat sheet stuff, and he gives you points, rebounds, and assists.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Harrell setting the pick for Beverly. Passes it to Harrell. Just 5 on the clock. Ariza no up. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From beyond the arc, Stuckey can't get it to go.
Not his forte. I don't care how open you are. He should not be taking that shot.
And that one's good. Beverly.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Stuckey. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. They set the screen. Pass to Ellis. And not sure what he was thinking there. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Gordon, the pass to Ariza. And Ariza with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Ellis. Outside, George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got 4 points in the quarter. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Houston on top, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Pacers shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Indiana, Kevin Seraphin is out there with Lavoy Allen. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Young. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Brewers got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Rockets. And there's the feed to Seraphin. To the paint. And Rodney Stuckey the bucket on the assist by Seraphin.
Hey, the skills of Stuckey down inside, those are real. I mean, that's not fake stuff. He knows what he's doing down there, even against tough defense.
It's Brown with the drive. Doesn't go that time. Good defensive work there by Young. To the wing on the left. Here's Seraphin. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Nene, he's checked in for Sam Decker. Off the inbound, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Nice display of awareness that time by Allen. I mean, he did a really nice job getting the ball to a teammate who had a better shot than he did.
Brown dishes to Nene. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Just an amazing game for Nene. He's got 10 points and a block. It's such a benefit to them when he plays this kind of game.
And really unexpected, but invaluable.
Free throw good, Nene. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Allen up top. Stuckey outside. 6 on the shot clock, and K.J. McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Rockets shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Brown down low. Young's there. Brown. Good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Stuckey kicks to Allen. He dishes it to Young. Back to Allen. Puts it up from 17. And that one comes up a bit short.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Brewer. And the foul called on Kevin Seraphin. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's Brown missing.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him
Out of bounds.
S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. Off the inbound pass. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And he makes the first. And he makes the first but misses the second. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's McDaniels. Brown outside. Here's Harrell. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Allen.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
They set the pick. Young outside. Indiana again missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one. I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
And here is Stuckey. Goes up to the stripe. No good. And Houston the other way now. They host the Kings after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Brewer the pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him, but very few that rise up like he can.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screen by Young. Allen kicks to Young. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 10-1 run. Brown against Young. It's Brown with the drive, and the shot's good from Nene.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And so here is Indiana, following the basket by Nene. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Young kicks to Stuckey. Here's Seraphin. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that's exactly what Stuckey does best. One of the things he does really well is find open teammates and whip the ball to them right on time.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Brown dishes to Brewer. Feeds to McDaniels. Fires the three. No good that time.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Allen outside. He kicks to Stuckey. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Nene's got 4 rebounds in this game. McDaniels passes to Brewer. Shoots from 12. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Stuckey. And the layup is good. Stuckey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Stuckey, despite not being that big, he never backs down from an opportunity to get a basket inside. As long as he's in rhythm from there, count it.
And the shot's good from Nene.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
It's Young on the wing. Allen up top. Screen by Young. Shot clock at 6. Allen kicks to Young. Back to Allen. The three-pointer no good. Here's Houston now. They're on an 18-6 run. Brown kicks to McDaniels. Back to Brown. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
That free throw good from Seraphin. Al Jefferson's checked in for Lavoy Allen. And a change for the Rockets. Ennis, he's checked in for Brown. And both free throws good for Seraphin. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ennis kicks to Nene. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Nene. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Al Jefferson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. The Pacers making a change here. Ellis is checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Decker's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ellis on top, covered by Brewer. Goes up at the stripe. Ellis can't get it to go. And for Houston, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And Brewer kicks to Nene. It's good. Nene's got 20.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Ellis outside. It's Young on the wing. From 13, the Rockets pull it in. Nene's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Decker. He's guarded by Stuckey. But he gets it back. Another shot. Decker can't hit. The Pacers shooting in this 4th quarter pretty dire at 27%. Screen by Ellis. And it's blocked. Oh. Brewer with the ball. Picked up by Stuckey. Brewer with the ball. Nene with the screen on Stuckey. And Brewer kicks to Nene. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. Nene's got 18 points just in the second half.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Decker dishes to Nene. He feeds it to Decker. And he converts the layup.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Pacers shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Inside, here's Stuckey. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Check out the game for Jefferson. He has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backups. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Jefferson. The Rockets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Now here's Ennis. Not a lot of room. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Young. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Now Ennis. Harrell setting the pick for Ennis. Out to the wing. 16 feet away. A rebound by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Stuckey kicks to Jefferson. Screen by Young. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Inside. Here's Jefferson. Clock is at 3. Decker with the rebound. Decker's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Harden. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
The Pacers making a change here. Allen's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Ennis passes to Capella. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Al Jefferson. That's good from Capella. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. 46 seconds left in the game. Lets it go from 11. Bounces high off the rim and drops. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Ennis. It's taken away by Stuckey. Allen outside. Dishes to Jefferson. Indiana moving the ball around. Stuckey kicks to Young. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pass to Jefferson. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just, guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, James Harden. Stellar play in the third quarter. He set the tone for how the rest of the game would go. They never really relinquished control after that.
This is just no way to keep James Harden in check when he's locked in like that. He's got too many ways to beat you. He combines scoring on the perimeter, scoring inside, step back, and he can pass it like nobody else. Harden was a steamroller tonight. Just stay out of his way. He didn't even try to Euro step tonight. Run him over, Harden.
So many points coming from inside. He was not just settling for jump shots. He was slashing to the rim, sacrificing his body. His aggressiveness was the difference.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.